Shrivaadi Pasadi Deshadari. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gadabhaktananda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottama. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamagire. Nashtaprayesha Bhakteshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavatir Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhagavishri. Mungam Karoti Vachal Umlange Vigurim. Yet Prabhadam Hamandi Shri Guru Vinadal Paramananda Madam Chaitanya Ishwar. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, so a quick recap. There were 6 questions by the sages of Naimisharanya. The first question was,
what is the ultimate benefit good for the entire human mankind?
For everyone. Okay, so the ultimate good for all. And the answer was?
Bhakti Yoga.
Bhakti Yoga. Devotional service to Krishna.
Paravdharmo yado bhaktir atokshajai. Right? Okay. So Bhakti Yoga. The second question?
A sense of all scripture.
Yeah, what are the essence of all the scriptures? Again, the answer is?
Bhakti Yoga.
Bhakti Yoga.
Third question?
Why did Krishna appear in the womb of Devaki?
Yeah, Devaki and Vasudeva. And the answer is?
To reclaim the souls in mode of goodness.
Yeah, the conditioned soul. Yes. So that is third. Fourth question?
Purusha Avatar.
Purusha Avatars of the Lord. Fourth is? Fifth?
Leela Avatar.
Leela Avatar of the Lord.
Leela Avatars. And the sixth question?
Where
shall Dharma reside
Where has Dharma taken shelter?
Yeah, where did Dharma reside after Krishna went back to his abode? Okay. And the answer was?
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Srimad Bhagavatam. Anybody knows the sloka?
1.3.
Did you by heart it? Did you all by heart it? Not yet. Krishna Swadama Pagade Dharma Jnana Adibisaha Halo Nashta Drisham Esha Puranartho Adunodidaha. Okay. So that is 1 point.
1.3.
Which chapter?
1.3.41 Mataji.
43. 1.3.43.
1.3.43.
So you already finished, no? That sloka exam.
Yeah,
Yes.
You don't remember the sloka?
Just for those.
Okay. So yeah, this we finished, that Parikshit Maharaj's birth and activities and all that, no? Why did he renounce everything? So I think we covered this part. And also this, okay.
We stopped here.
This one?
Next.
Now, why was Vyasadeva dissatisfied, is it? Despite doing welfare for people in general. Did we stop here?
Mataji, questions asked by the sages of so far, questions asked so far by the sages of Naimisharanya.
What's number 14, Mataji?
This
13 was
we are
covered.
ahead, Mataji. We are ahead.
1.4.13.
Here, this was the last
Here
one.
we stopped, Mother. Here we stopped.
Okay.
13 is.
Yes.
Yeah. So questions about Srimad Bhagavatam history was spoken, and also questions about Maharaj Parikshit, about the hearer of Srimad Bhagavatam, and also about the speaker. Question about Shukadeva Goswami was also spoken, means asked by the sages of Naimisharanya. What is relevant in these questions? Why they are asking all this?
Because Parikshit Maharaj, Hare Krishna Mataji, because Parikshit Maharaj was a king and he had left everything and gone in the.
Just because he's a king? No, Dinesh Prabhu?
Mataji, this is being asked so that Srimad Bhagavatam may be narrated by Suta Goswami to the rishis and Sanaka Rishi.
Okay. Why are they interested about these questions? Jyoti Mataji.
Mataji, to emphasize on the importance of Srimad Bhagavatam in this dark age of Kali. the benefit.
I'm asking especially about Shukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Yes, Supriti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, Parikshit Maharaj was a great king and he was a successful ruler. He was happy with his kingdom, with everything, with all the setup. And the sages of Naimisharanya were curious to know what made Parikshit Maharaj take a vow of not for 7 days vow. And here Srimad Bhagavatam from Shukadev Goswami.
You all missing the important point. What is more common in Shukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj?
Mataji, in fact, Parikshit, the birth, life, and death of Parikshit Maharaj was very glorious. So they wanted to listen the glories of his birth, life, as well as death.
That's fine. That's fine. What is common in Shukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj? That's my question. Yes, Vipin Vilas Prabhu.
They're the great devotees of the Lord.
They are great devotees of the Lord. See, questions of the Lord is important. But more than that, questions of the devotees. Matpaktya pujapi adhikam, Krishna says. What do you mean by that? Anybody can
The
answer.
Lord will be happy if his devotees are more worshipped than him.
Yeah, Krishna is more happy to see his devotees worshipped. Okay, so why do you think Krishna is happy? Seeing devotees being worshipped?
Because he likes his devotees.
He likes his Aham Bhakta Paradina. Krishna likes his devotees. All devotees are very, very dear to Krishna.
He's Bhakta, he's Bhakta Vatsala.
Yeah, he's Bhakta Valsala. He's not Jnani Valsala or Karma Valsala. He is Bhakta Valsala. That means he likes his devotees. Krishna wants to hear more about his devotees. No, otherwise, then what's the point? Then if they are not normal people, they are great devotees. Okay, they are great devotees. So when Krishna says, this is in 11th canto, 19th chapter, verse number 21. So there Krishna also says that Mat Bhaktya Pujapi Adhika Sarva Bhuteshu Manmatiha. So Bhat Bhaktya Pujapi Adhika or Aham Bhakta Paradina, Krishna says, like, I am sold out to my pure devotees. So Parikshit Maharaj and Shukdev Goswami are not normal devotees, they are pure devotees. Pure. That means, and also in Guru Ashtaka, which is that verse which says Krishna likes his devotees.
Yasya prasada bhagavat pashchata.
That is, if you please them, then Krishna is pleased. That
Sakshat Daриtvena.
Last line. What is the last line? Correct. You are right.
Sakshat Daриtvena samasta shastrai uktastata bhavyata eva sadvihi kintu prabhuryah priya eva tasya vande guru shri charanaravindam.
Kintu prabhurya priya eva tasya. Because you are more dear to Krishna. Mostly now, Samsaradava, everybody sees Radha Govinda. They sees the deities. Nobody sees about Prabhupada. This whole glorification of this Samsaradava is for the Guru only. Last, in every stanza, the end line is Vande Guru Shri Sharanaravinda. You should look Prabhupada, you should look the Guru and say thank you for everything they have done to us. So we are glorifying Guru in front of the deities early morning. We are glorifying Guru. The whole Guru Ashtaka is sung. Everybody is shocked. No, why Guru Ashtaka in Mangalarati? Means we should glorify Krishna. No, that's why in Vrindavan it is because there is a Prabhupada Samadhi. There Guru Ashtaka is sung and Vibhavari Shesha is sung in the temple hall because it's already Guru is already glorified there. But all other temples we are glorifying Guru in front of Krishna. Okay, so it's very, very important of pure devotees. Okay. When we do Tulsi Arati, the curtains are closed. No, but when we do Guru Puja, the curtains are not closed. The devotees all turn their back towards the deities and stand in front of Prabhupada for Arati. Okay, we are not supposed to show our back towards the deities. That's a great offense. We should not do it. Our temple, new temple, no. So this is like a village area. So people are like, oh, the Islam crore temple, ISKCON temple is like crores temple. Crorepati temple or something, and they are very excited to see our temple. So they come because all the other temples are small, they come and everybody has mobiles. it's written no camera, no video, no photos, but still everybody show their back towards the deities and they take selfie with Prabhupada, selfie with the deities. Okay, selfie with Prabhupada, it's okay, you're facing the deities, but when you take selfie with the deities, you should see that scene. And then some serious devotees will be there. They'll run and say, no, you should not show your back towards the deities. But what is the use? 24 hours people keep coming. You can't go and tell everyone. Then finally, Ramaneshwar Prabhu said, stop saying that because they'll stop coming to the temple. At least let them come, hear Harinam, take prasadam, and then let them keep coming. Let them start chanting. Then they'll realize. Immediately you come and say all these rules and regulations. Which is that sloka which Rupa Goswami is saying? Too much attached to the rules.
Satyahara
Atyara
prayasascha.
prayasascha.
Prajalpa niyama agraha. Very good. So niyama agraha, too much attached to rules. Not thinking that they are some conditioned souls struggling in the material world. Somehow they have come to the temple. Now let's grab them and make them Krishna conscious, or somehow let them get attached to ISKCON. Initially itself, you go and tell all the rules. What will they do? They'll run away. They will not come. Oh, don't go to ISKCON temple. So much rules. No, so much attached to the rules. We should not do it. So, so in Guru Puja, yes, we are allowed to turn our back towards the deities and we worship the Guru in front of the Lord. The Lord is more happy. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, just wanted to ask, like, what are the rules we should follow and what rules we should not follow, Mataji, while going to the temple?
Please refer to Nectar of Devotion. That is, say, you have already finished in Bhakti Shastri, no? There are 64 offense, 32 offense, SEVA, Aparat, and temple. So many things. You should not wear red and blue clothes. You should not offer obeisance with one hand. You should not talk in front of the deities. You should not gossip in front of the deities, criticize. So many things are there by Rupa Goswami. Please refer to that. I think you didn't read it. It's already there in Nectar of Devotion by Srila Rupa Goswami. All the rules are given. You can just refer to that. Yeah, Prabhu have some. What is this 44, Prabhu? Page number? Dinesh Prabhu?
Okay, these are the rules, 20 to be followed, 10, then 20, and 24 more. It's like this. Rules in Nectar of Devotion.
Yeah, in Nectar of Devotion. Very good. Yes, so in Nectar of Devotion, you read it, everything is there. What are the rules? What are the not the rules? But that's for devotees. For Nectar of Devotion is basically for devotees. No? Prabhupada wrote it, translated it for practicing devotees. You should never take Nectar of Devotion from instruction for book distribution. Never to a neophyte. You can take Science of Self-Realization, Bhagavad Gita, all the small things, books, but never take these because this is only for devotees, for practicing devotees. Okay, so we should not. So this is all for us. So here it is said, Krishna love his devotees, or Matpaktya Puja Pi Adhikam means that Krishna likes his devotees to be worshipped more than himself, because they are very, very dear to Krishna. Kintu Prabhurya Priya Eva Tasya. Why does a pure devotee become very dear to Krishna? Is there any reason why Krishna likes a pure devotee? There might be some reason, no? What are the reasons?
Because he's totally surrendered unto Lord Krishna.
Yes, very good. Totally surrendered. Okay.
Mataji, his life is whatever God says, he has
Yes.
implemented.
Yes,
That's
he practices it.
Practice.
Whatever the Lord says in the
Realize.
scriptures, he lives by it. That's why it's called Bhakta Bhagavata, or in the sense he's a living Bhagavata. Okay.
Practices.
Yes, Jyoti Mataji.
Also those who are indulged in spreading the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, they are very dear to Krishna. It's mentioned.
Krishna himself says, yes, very good. So very, very dear to Krishna. Okay.
And the pure devotees,
Kanya Vilashita Shunyam. Yes, they don't have any other desire except to please Krishna.
Mataji, pure devotee sees everyone in equanimity. So
Pandita Samadarshina, he sees everyone equal. So all these qualities make him very, very dear to Krishna. Yes. And yes, Dinesh Prabhu.
He is dependent on everything on the mercy of
That is totally surrendered and completely dependent on the Lord. Supriti Mataji.
Always thinks about me. Manbhava bhava madbhakta.
Yeah, always think. And what does a pure devotee do? What is the goal of a pure devotee?
To serve the Lord.
Serve, then?
To make others also pure devotees.
To make others pure devotees, in the sense to preach. That is the desire of the Lord also, no? Mahaprabhu's desire was Amara this Yare Deke Tareke He Krishna Upadesh, or Prithivitiya Cheyadanagradharam Sarvatra Prajai Horamanam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire is in every town and village the Harinam should be spread. And what is Prabhupada's desire? Same thing. What is our Guru Maharaj's desire? Same thing. No, they also, so whatever, as Prabhu said, they are living what is given in the Shastra. They are living by example and showing us how to live. And their desire or their goal is also as same as the Lord. The Lord is making them an instrument to do it. So Krishna becomes, they become very, very dear to Krishna. So just imagine how much dear Prabhupada would be to Krishna. Very much dear, no? Because he spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Yeah, taking so much risk in life and so many things at the age of 70. What is our all Guru Maharaj doing? All the Prabhupada's disciples, what are they doing? At so much of problems they have in physical material conditions, still they're preaching. So this makes them very dear to Krishna. And also Krishna says, Sri Bhagavan Vaja, Aham Bhakta Paradino. So Aham Bhakta Paradina. Bhaktir Bhakta Jana Priya. Krishna is Bhakta Jana Priya. Okay, he loves his devotees like anything. So the Supreme Lord says, I'm completely under the control of my devotees. Indeed, I'm not at all independent. We say Krishna is independent. Which is that sloka say Krishna is independent?
Abhijna Swarat.
Abhijna Swarat. Very good. So he is Swarat. But he is telling he is not Swarat. Krishna is saying I'm not at all independent because Krishna depends on his devotees. Because my devotees are completely devoid of material desires and Yavilasha, the Shunyam, Krishna is in their heart. And what to speak of my devotee? Even those who are devotees of my devotees are also very dear to Krishna. Devotees of devotees. So we'll have a small breakout room here that you have to find some pastime from Srila Prabhupada's life, okay, to prove that Prabhupada is very dear to Krishna. Any small pastime. I want to hear a pastime of Srila Prabhupada, how Srila Prabhupada became dear to Krishna. Okay, so we'll have a breakout room here and come. Hare Krishna. So all are back.
Yes, Mataji.
So room
Yes,
number
Mataji.
1, who's speaking? Anupam Mataji, Kalavati Mataji, Lakshmi Mataji, Pravina
Pravina
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. So
Hare Krishna.
first we were talking about how in the ship itself when Srila Prabhupada had the attacks and he was still, he got the motivation to continue with the complete faith that fulfill his dreams, wish. It is Krishna's support. We feel that Krishna's hand is there in that instance in the ship when he was continued in spite of the heart attack. Then there is also this instance when there's a this devotee called David Allen. When Srila Prabhupada was in the very initial days, he was staying in the loft in the Bhavani. This David Allen would become very aggressive and threatening. He would be mentally unstable. Srila Prabhupada alone at that time, helpless. At that time, he just calmly, because Krishna is there in his heart and he's always in chanting, he just picked up his Gita and typewriter and he walked out. And at that time, he took an refuge in a apartment of another follower, and that is where the first ISKCON temple was born. And so Krishna was there who shifted him to this new place, and so, like Krishna says, Kantaya pratijanihi name bhakta pranishyati. So, my devotee will never perish. So, Krishna has supported him over there. Then, one devotee in our group also mentioned about George Harrison, how he made the album, he produced the record of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and so much was collected, and how his manor later became the temple. And so we can see Krishna's hands, how it reached that Hare Krishna mantra single album. It climbed to the top 10 of the UK charts, and it reached millions and millions of homes. So George Harrison's instant is also, we can see Krishna's hand. If there is Krishna, then that it's a proof that Krishna is chanting what it can do. One other instances, Anupama Mataji, could you continue? Krishna?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Am I audible, Mataji?
Yes, you're audible now.
Hare
Okay.
Krishna, yes.
Mataji, this is, I had read it on internet Quora that in 1954 when Prabhupada ji was in Jhansi, he was once feeling very loving towards God and he played Kirtan the whole night on the Janmashtami day. And he had a fellow colleague, Acharya, who said, who saw when he was doing Kirtan and being very ecstatic and in a transcendental mode, and he went to see him in the room and he found the room very surcharged with non-material energy, and Prabhupada had a big kadam flower garland, and the flowers were very big and they are not available in Jhansi. So he asked him, where did you get this garland from? He said, I was feeling very loving towards Krishna and I wanted to see him. So it was at that moment from nowhere a man appeared and he gave me this garland. I touched his feet, and the moment I touched his feet, the person disappeared. So I don't know whether this is in Leela Amrit or not, but I have read it on Quora Digest. And another incident, I can say that Prabhupada was never successful in his material ventures. He was so highly educated, a PhD, but whatever he did in his ventures, he was never successful. So, but when he at the age of 70 took this, and in 10 years he built 108 temples and was in went around the whole world, I think in 11 times or 10 times, I don't remember, but he was so successful. That means this was Krishna's plan, that even if he was not successful in his material life, when he decided that he will work for Krishna, I don't think anything he would have achieved as in a material life would have compared to what he achieved as Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Mataji, I will also
Hare
share one
Krishna.
instance. This is stated by Srila Prabhupada that he was dreaming, and in his dream he saw Krishna rowing a boat. So then, the other disciple asked, "So where did you reach?" He said that I have arrived at Boston and I wrote a poetry. Mataji, I have taken this from Vani quotes.
Yes, Hare Krishna. What about room number 2? Yes, Jyoti Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, first is that Prabhupada ji was dear to Krishna because on his guru's instruction at the age of 70, the guru had instructed him to spread this Vaishnavism in outside countries, Sanatan Dharma in the outside countries, and he at the age of 70 he took the initiative, and while he was traveling, he got 3 heart attacks, and he preferred to lay his trust on the Lord. Then, when he went out there, it was a big struggle. He was bullied by the hippies, but yet he remained calm, composed, and by his behavior and simplicity and his qualities, he succeeded in converting them also to Vaishnavas. And then after and so many temples he constructed, and so many devotees were formed, and that's it.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I would like to add one more pastime. That was when Prabhupada he used to travel and visit all temples. So there he used to talk to deities. Are they feeding you well? And all those things. And once that way he came to know Prabhupada, yes, then he inquired to temple president, are you not feeding well to deities and all? So that time that president was shocked to know how Prabhupada he came to know about that. That then he confessed, yes, due to this financial issues, we are not able to, offer bhogas 6 times and all. That was one of the pastimes. Then all other pastimes have covered by all this group number 1. So I'm adding new pastimes, Mataji. The second one is about that when he was too small, that time he faced this typhoid issue. He got typhoid and all. So that doctors have prescribed, no, you should eat non-veg and soup and all those things. But that time also, without eating all those things, he got cured. That was a mercy of Krishna himself. Okay, these are the pastimes, Mataji. Yes. Other pastimes are covered by all this group number 1, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. What about other rooms?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
This is room number 3. Hare Krishna Mataji, am I audible?
Hare Krishna, yes.
The first and foremost point which made Srila Prabhupada dear to Krishna, the Lord Krishna, is that in chapter number 18, verse 68, he says, Lord Krishna says, Ya idam paramam guhyam mad bhakteshu abhidasyati bhakti mai param kratva nam evashasi ashanshaya. Those who talk, spread his message to their devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and ultimately those people go back home, back to Godhead. So he preached Krishna consciousness all over the world, and also not only followed but also practiced it in his own life. Second point is regarding he followed the pure devotee, his spiritual master's instructions all through his life, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura. So that again pleased Krishna, that a devotee is worshipping his pure devotee. Then also, not only that, in Vrindavana, he used to cry and worship the samadhi of Rupa Goswami, and cry in the night and pray for him, for his mercy, so that he could be a worthy devotee of Lord Krishna. This is third point. Then some anecdotes from his childhood life. He was a pure soul right from his childhood. He had a deity of Radha Krishna at home. Used to worship before eating anything. He would offer prasadam to Lord. Then at the small age of 7 years, he organized Rath Yatra. So he was already in great transcendental devotional service to Lord Krishna right from his childhood. And he accepted while he was traveling in Jalduta, he had a lot of physical and medical issues, but he had firm faith in Krishna that my mission, his mission shall be accomplished by him, whatever hardships may come. So that firm faith also made him dear. And as has been already mentioned, he had hardly any body consciousness. He was always in spiritual consciousness and working for spreading the message of Lord Krishna. So these are some of the points we discussed in our group, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Any other devotees like to add? Yes, so I think
Hare Krishna Mataji, one point Mataji. Mataji, he tirelessly translated and published Krishna's books like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and other books, and saw that it reached the wider audience. So this
Yes.
was direct expression of love for Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Yeah.
Add anything?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, in the while the class were going on, you were just telling this example also, no, Mataji. Like there was a bookstore, and he was praying for some meditation books. Then after that, the owner ordered multiple copies, and he became a regular distributor for that books of Prabhupada. That is one I can add, Mataji.
Okay. So now we saw how
Hare Krishna Mataji, Mataji, Prabhupada established many ISKCON temples all over the world. And because of that, we are all here together reading the great literatures which he has offered. So there is no one compared to Srila Prabhupada. He's unparallelable. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
Yes. So Krishna would be very pleased. See, it's not only in one language, like multiple language. Prabhupada gave us different books of in the scriptures. So all these, no, and also making devotees all over the world and 108 temples. It's not easy. It's not easy. An acharya, only an acharya can do that. Or since he's very very dear to Krishna. This actually Krishna empowered him. It is said. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahi Hua Parivartan. Like if there is no empowerment from Krishna, nothing would happen. So Prabhupada knows that. That's why like when people says that Shakti Avesh Avatar of the Lord. So but then we should not, it should not become like a Mayavadi philosophy that is saying that our Guru is God. No, he is servant of God, but he's been empowered by Lord. Empowered. So here you can see later on, we can see like Vyasdev being the Lord himself. Only when Narad Muni came, he was about to write Srimad Bhagavatam. So here it said the acharyas, comparison of acharyas of people on people in general. How an acharya can have an impact. So just imagine how fortunate we are to come in that parampara of Srila Prabhupada. No? So this mission, the whole thing is Srila Prabhupada's. But Prabhupada never took the credit. He says his guru. And he always gives the credit to his guru. But that still, we come in that. So the greatest philanthropists are those transcendentalists who represent the mission of Vyasdev, Narad Muni, Madhvacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, and the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, etc. They're all one and the same. The personalities may be different, but the aim of the mission is one and the same, namely to deliver the fallen souls back to Godhead. Now, yesterday when Mataji called and asked, like Guru Maharaj's health was going up and down. So sometimes he's sick, so we need to chant. So why? Like he's suffering, he's having a lot of material pains and everything. Just imagine the suffering, the pain he would be undergoing. But so normally when a person undergoes a lot of suffering, what do we say? That let Krishna take him back. Like why is he suffering? Because recently I heard a 21-year-old boy, only son of the parents, is having brain tumor, which is not operable, I thought. And there's no more treatment to be given by the medical science. So what did they do? They just told them, just palliative therapy, just take him back to home. Nothing to do in the hospital. So he's just 21-year-old, young boy. And he is struggling with a lot of pain and things he is having. So finally, all the Ekadashi day, like all the parents themselves started telling us that please pray that Krishna take him back. Why? Because he's suffering. That's for a conditioned soul. But for acharyas, for gurus, why do we pray that for their improvement of health, or why do we make them stay in this material world and we are not praying them to go back?
So that they can deliver many more people.
Okay, they can deliver more and more people.
They are
What about
situated
the
on the spiritual
pain?
plane, Mataji. Pain on
Yeah.
the material plane will not be affected.
Yes, so that means they are not, when we think Guru Maharaj suffering or Guru suffering, it's on the material platform, but they are in spiritual platform. Their body is spiritual already. They will not have any material pains. Like, for example, when Prahlad Maharaj was tortured in so many ways by his father, he never felt that pain because he's always in trance. Brahma Buddha Prasannatma stage. He's always in trance. Similarly, pure devotees are always in trance. We may not be able to understand them. We may not be able to perceive them. Okay, so this is one thing why we are praying. They stay back. And yes, as Mate said, many souls have to be taken back to Godhead. And Guru Maharaj has a great desire to be fulfilled. What is that? What is the desire, the instruction given by Srila Prabhupada, unfulfilled?
The completion of Mayapur.
Yeah, the TOVP. So when once the temple of Vedic Planetarium is completed, then that's the time when the Guru Maharaj can go back, because that's the instruction which he has got from his Guru, which he's not fulfilled. He has fulfilled all the other desires, but this is like pending now. So unless and until he complete that, he cannot go back. That's the promise he given to his spiritual master, or that is the personal instruction he got from his Guru. So we will not be knowing about our Vaishnavas Kriya Mudra, like we don't know how they are undergoing things, because we are not in that platform. And their aim is one, what they want to deliver all the fallen souls back to Godhead. That's their only aim and the only purpose also. So once some other Samradaya, so that disciple asked the Guru, can you please tell me about spiritual knowledge? Like, you have a lot of knowledge, so please share. So that Guru said, why should I tell you? I took lot of years and I struggled to get all this knowledge. And you come on one fine day and take all the knowledge and go. That's not a Guru. Guru should not be Guru. What is the purpose of the Guru? Tasmat Guru Prabhatyan Jitnyasu Shreyam Uttamam. He should give knowledge to the disciple. That's what Guru is. Srila Prabhupada has given us everything. What he didn't give. Yadi Prabhupada na hui to. Like, why? If Prabhupada is not there, we couldn't have got all these scriptures. And so this is what an Acharya is. An Acharya is somebody who set a right example for the people in general. And glorification of Acharyas with Devatas in Garbhastuti, prayers by Devatas to Lord Krishna in the womb of Devaki. There also they glorify the Acharyas. So Acharyas are very, very dear to Krishna. And he says, Acharya is me. Krishna himself says, no, you should consider the Acharya as me. So that means they are representative of the Lord. They cannot be Krishna, but they are representatives. Like in olden days, kings were representative of the Lord. So similarly, Acharyas are supposed to be representatives. So here, Vyasdev is posing as an Acharya. Okay, so when he is having this despondency, or he is having this problem of not happy after writing all the scriptures. So it's not that Vyasdev is a normal conditioned soul. He is Krishna Dvaipayana Vyas. He is the Lord himself. But still he's showing us how an Acharya should behave. Or another example of respecting an Acharya is, where did Narad Muni act as an Acharya? To whom? One is Vyasdev. Then?
Prahlad
Maharaj.
Dhruv Maharaj.
Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, he was like an Acharya.
Valmiki Mataji, Valmiki.
Yes, Valmiki.
Ratnakar.
Brahvari.
Nubrari Mataji.
Brigari. When Devatas, when all the Devatas kidnapped Kayadu, how did Narad Muni come there as an Acharya? And they were about to kill the baby in the womb. No, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, when the Devatas kidnapped Kayatu, immediately Narad came and said that the baby is innocent and he is going to be a great devotee of the Lord. So if you kill the child in the womb, then it will be it will be a sinful act. So that is why they immediately after the Devatas stopped, immediately Narada took Kayatu to his ashram, and there he continued the preachings of the Lord. And Prahlad, being one of the devotees, one of the Mahajans, he absorbed the knowledge of Vishnu.
Yeah, so that means when Narad Muni said that, no, this is not an Asuric child or it's not a demonic child, it's a devotee, great devotee, immediately they stopped killing her and they circumambulated Kayadu, it seems. So just imagine the power of an Acharya, like for the Devatas, Narad Muni is an Acharya, and then immediately they agreed. They didn't even think once, or will it be right or wrong. So whatever an Acharya says, that's correct. We should not underestimate the words of the Acharya. So since he said immediately, because Indra and all others thought that another Hiranyakashipu is growing in the womb of Kayadu. So they wanted to kill the baby from the womb itself before he becomes a demon. But Narad Muni, he knows everything, and Trikalatjnani, so he knows. And then he comes and says, no, he's a pure devotee, just leave her alone. And what did she do? Or what did the baby do? If they are innocent, immediately they left and they circumambulate, because it's a pure devotee in her womb. They circumambulated Kayadu and left immediately. So that shows the power of Narad Muni as an Acharya. So Acharyas are somebody who set a right example. Okay, yad acharati shreshta tat eveta janasayat pramanam kuride lokas tat anavartade. The world will repeat to follow what an Acharya does. Okay, so the sloka says, Bhautikanam cha bhavanam shakti rasham cha tatkritam ashradhadhanan nisatvan durmedan prasiti yashu. So what the great sage who are fully equipped in knowledge could see through his transcendental vision the deterioration of everything material due to the influence of the age. He could also see that the faithless people in general would be reduced in the duration of life and would be impatient due to lack of goodness. Thus, he contemplated for the welfare of men in all status and orders of life. Okay, so the great sage Vyasadeva, here it is said that Vyasadeva is going to write all the scriptures, and now he wrote all the scriptures, but still he is not satisfied. Okay, he divided the Vedas into 4. Chaturhotram karma shuddham prajanam vikshavatikam yathatat yajna santyaye Vedam ekam chaturvitam. So Vedam ekam chaturvitam. He made the Vedas also in 4 categories. He saw the sacrifice mentioned in the Vedas, the means by which people's occupation could be purified. Simplify the process, he divided one Vedas into 4 in order to expand them. So Vyasadeva did so much. He wrote all the Vedas and everything, but still he was not happy. The Vedas are actually the sources of knowledge, but still he was not happy. So he divided the Vedas into 4, and then he wanted to glorify all the Vedas. But because he didn't write about the Lord, he was missing that point. Srila Vyasadev's dissatisfaction despite doing the welfare of people in general. So much he wrote, so many scriptures he wrote. Okay, and still he was not able to he was not satisfied, because it is said, Ye Atma Suprasiddhati, right? Only when you please Krishna, the whole everyone will gets pleased. Why? Why is it so? Only when Krishna is pleased, everyone is pleased.
Mataji, watering the root of the tree, the leaves get nourished.
Yes.
Leaves, twigs, branches, everything, nourishment goes. Like as we feed the stomach, all our limbs are nourished.
Yes. So there it is said that watering the root of the tree, yatha taror mola. So when we water the root of the tree, the whole leaves, everyone gets satisfied. So we are also part and parcel of the Lord. No? So so when we are part and parcel of the Lord, what happens? When Krishna is satisfied, the whole world is satisfied. Or putting the food to the stomach. Okay, you can fill that in this link. So here also Srila Prabhupada comments this verse. He's saying that Tasmin tushte jagat tushtam. Okay, that is, if God or Krishna is satisfied, the whole world is satisfied. Okay, so Tasmin tushte jagat tushtam. That's from a Purana. So he's saying that only when the Lord is satisfied, the whole world is satisfied. So talking about Krishna or Krishna's activities is one which that means Krishna is satisfied. And so since Krishna is not satisfied just by all these Vedas and scriptures, because Vyasadeva himself is the Lord, and now he is in despondency, like he's thinking what to do. And now he is showing us by example that Yes, an acharya is required even for the Lord to understand the mistakes. So that's why it is said we should have a living guru, and also that the guru comes and save us, or whenever we do any mistake, the guru can correct us. So that's why here you can see Narad Muni coming, and Narad Muni saying what he was missing. So purification of living beings submerged in matters made possible by the prescribed activities in the Vedas, but the ultimate achievement is different. Unless it is attained, the living being, even though fully equipped, cannot be situated in transcendently normal stage. Srila Vyasadeva appeared to have lost the clue and therefore felt dissatisfaction. So he is not happy. Okay. So even though he did so much for the welfare of the people, still he is not able to feel that happiness. Okay. So that means the in his heart there is the Lord as Paramatma. So that he himself is the Supreme Lord. He is not feeling that happiness. Now, whenever you do some service and the Vaishnavas are happy, that means the Lord is happy. So that's why sometimes the pujaris, after dressing the deities, they ask us, how is the dressing, or how did the Shringar, the darshan look? No? So that means the devotees are happy, definitely the Lord is happy. So you'll feel, because Krishna is in our heart as Paramatma, you'll feel that. And when Narad Muni approached, Vyasadeva is saying this, Tatapi padame thiyo yatma chaiva dhamma asampanna iva bhadi Brahma Varchasi Sattama. So I'm feeling incomplete. Though I myself am fully equipped with everything required by the Vedas, he's saying that something is missing, incomplete. He's not feeling that complete satisfaction. Okay. So that complete satisfaction is possible only by devotional service. What do you mean? What is that? Param Drishtva Nivartane, getting a higher taste. If that higher taste is not there, recently I heard a devotee, like being initiated and all, was trying to break one of the 4 regulative principles. Initiated devotee. So that means what? Not got a higher taste. If you not got the higher taste, then you'll go for lower taste, whatever your excuse are. So then if you break the 4 regulative principles, then what happens? We fall down. We fall down and we cannot come up. And also that's one of the greatest aparat to the Guru. Okay, before initiation, whatever we do, that's fine. But after initiation, the vow we have taken for the Guru and breaking the 4 regulative principles, sometimes here and there chanting goes incomplete. Now, because of your traveling, your health reasons, so many things. Now, that's fine. Somehow you can make up that chanting. But breaking the 4 regulative principles, once it's broken, then it's a great, great offense, no? Especially after taking initiation. So if you are serious, if you want to do serious bhakti, then we'll never compromise on the 4 regulative principles. So here, why they are going down? Because they didn't get the higher taste. If they've got the higher taste, they'll see that they undergo any kind of austerities to taste again and again, taste that higher taste. But that higher taste was not there. So here Vyasadeva himself, being the Supreme Lord, he himself is feeling the incompleteness because he didn't describe not only about Krishna, Bhagavatam also means about Krishna's devotees. So Krishna is not happy when he's not hearing about his devotees. So it's very, very important that Krishna hears about his devotees. Okay. So then he also knows the reason, but then he need an acharya to tell that. Kimva Bhagavata Dharma Naprayena Nirupita Priya Paramahamsanam Te Evahi Achyuta Priya. This may be because I did not specifically point out the devotional service of the Lord, which is dear both to perfect beings and to the infallible Lord. Achyuta Priya. Why was Krishna called Achyuta?
He never falls down to the material.
Okay, yes, Dinesh Prabhu.
Mataji,
One is he doesn't fall down.
Secondly, he doesn't fail to protect his devotees. Mataji.
Devotees, yes, Supriti Mataji.
He is infallible, Mataji. He is infallible from his situation, from his position. No matter what the situation is, he is infallible. Like
So
Krishna,
like
Krishna
He
became the
accepted to be-
charioteer of Arjuna,
Yes.
but still his position was not fallible.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Very good. Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Krishna never fails to protect his devotee, whether whatever it is there, in whatever
Yeah, Prabhu
situation
already
is there.
mentioned that. Yeah, that point is already mentioned. Yes, Jyoti Mataji. I think,
He
yeah.
never fails he never fails to show love and affection to his devotees.
But love and affection means Krishna never fails to reciprocate to his devotees or protect his devotees. But for gopis, he failed to reciprocate, no? He could not reciprocate to the gopis. They left their family in the middle of the night and Krishna could not reciprocate. Then, is Krishna breaking his own words? Yes, Shubhamai Mataji.
No, Mataji, he is not breaking. In fact, he left them because he had to pay more to them. So the due was there. So he could do that only by separation.
Okay, but what did Krishna do to repay gopis?
Mataji, he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and took sannyas.
Yes. And took sannyas. That means, yes, Ganjan Mataji, to add anything?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji take sannyas and when he used to be in ecstasy, he used to run from his home outside, and that's how he paid back to gopis.
Okay, so that means not just running out. Yes, he was, as Mataji said, he was a grihastha, and then he took, everybody was saying that, okay, if the first wife died because of a snake bite, but when he married the second wife, first was Lakshmi Priya, then Vishnu Priya, she was very young. He didn't have his father. The father also passed away. So his mother was a widow. Then his elder brother also took sannyas, Vishwarup. So then he was the only dependent for his elderly mother and young wife. Still he left them and took sannyas. So people might criticize, why did he take sannyas at that young age or at the age of 24? So leaving such young wife also. So this is to reciprocate to the gopis, because gopis, in the middle of the night, left their family and everything and they came for Krishna. So Krishna could not reciprocate. Now he also entered into Grihastha life just to reciprocate to the gopis, because he had to leave his Grihastha life and go to take sannyas. That is one of the external reason why Mahaprabhu took sannyas. The real reason was he took sannyasi from Mayavadi sannyasi Keshav Bharati, so as to preach among Mayavadis. Okay, only when he take from a Mayavadi can he go and mingle with Mayavadis and make them devotees, like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Prakashananda Saraswati and all became devotees because of that. Okay, so yes, so that is one of the reason. So here it is said
Mataji,
that
one more point. When he took sannyasi, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said in Chaitanya Amrita, that in Leela, first Leela, that if anyone accepts him only as a sannyasi also, then he can also help them come back to Godhead.
yes,
They don't have to accept as a Lord, but only just as sannyasi. If they pay respect, they will be safe.
yes. So that means he took from a Mayavadi sannyasis, because normally when sannyasis are seen, grihasthas or brahmacharis, everyone pay obeisances. So Mahaprabhu is like, at least let them pay obeisances or pay respect and take Ajnana Sukriti and understand and go on to devotional service. Yes. So that was one another reason. So Krishna is called Achyuta because he never falls down from his position. Even though he became the chariot driver of Arjuna, he never doesn't fall from the position of being the Supreme Personality. Got it? Krishna never fails to reciprocate to his devotees or protect his devotees. And third is Krishna doesn't fall down to the material world like us. We are Chutas, we fall down, but Krishna appears and disappears in his own sweet will. Okay, so these are some of the reasons why Krishna is mentioned as Achyuta here. Okay, so the infallible Lord. Tasyevam kilam atmana manyamanasya kiyata Krishnasya narado apyakat ashramam pradudahrutam. Okay, so here it is said, as mentioned before, Narada reached the cottage of Krishna Dvaipayana Vyas. Where was it situated? You can see a river flowing in the picture.
Ganges.
No.
Saraswati.
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 River Saraswati. So on the bank of Saraswati, there is a cottage of Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasdev. And just as Vyasdev was regretting the defects, Narad Muni appeared there. So that means when we this shows what, like Narad Muni appearing when Vyasdev was in problem. What does this mean?
Surrendering, Mataji.
Compassion.
Compassion.
Compassion towards a pure devotee.
That's fine. Priti Mataji.
To guide the
Whenever
true
a pure
devotee.
Whenever a pure
Whenever,
devotee is in trouble, Lord Krishna himself sends a messenger
Yeah.
to help him out.
Yes, yes. So that means when a pure devotee is in problem, what happens? Krishna is in as a Chaitya Guru, right? In our heart as Paramatma. He himself manifests outside as Guru. Or so that's why it says, some people say like initiation. It's not we who decide initiation, or we, the Guru comes to us, see us, because only when we are serious and when inside you is the Chaitya Guru himself comes out as the Guru or the spiritual master. Okay, and then here, yes, even though the Lord is the supreme here, still he is, because he's acting the role of a grihastha here as Vyasadeva, and then he is showing us, and as an acharya, that he should respect his Guru. So I was hearing Prabhupada's lecture. Prabhupada says nobody can become Guru just like that. Amara Ajna Guru Hana Taraye. Amara Ajna, that Ajna should be there. Mahaprabhu has given the order that Yaradeke Tareke Krishna Madesh, or your Shiksha Gurus should say that please take this class, or do preaching and all that. So Prabhupada says this Guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, has ordered him to preach Krishna consciousness in the West and print books. So he did that. So unless you get order from the Guru, you cannot do anything spiritually, or in the sense we cannot advance well. Like most of the time, sometimes what happens is online preaching and all happening. Inside there's so many other things happening. So many departments have faced this. Like some teacher will become so independent. They think that, oh, why should we work under these ISKCON Bangalore? And they just have a separate, their own independent classes. They take so many contacts and go. And they'll run for some time, they'll go. But after some time, you can see people start leaving them, because that mercy component is not there. Because they're upsetting their Shiksha Gurus and everyone. They're not, they're doing Vaishnava Aparadh indirectly. So what happens? That mercy will fall. So that mercy is very important in our movement. It's a mercy movement. Okay. So what do you mean? How do you define mercy? Mercy is not just compassion, or mercy is not just love. Not
like
just
the opportunity given to do the service.
It's not just an opportunity. What is it exactly, mercy? So Preeti Mataji.
Love.
The activities that we perform is only successful when we have that mercy from the Guru, Mataji.
Now, what is that mercy?
That
That's
makes
what
us
I'm
happy, pleasing.
Huh? Is Kanjal Mataji? I want definition.
Mataji, it can be taken as a reciprocation of our devotion or shraddha.
Not just reciprocation. It's not just reciprocation. Nirupama Mataji, you wanted to add something?
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, when some person deserves something, like the God gives his mercy, that is the kindness towards him, Mataji. The loving kindness towards him.
I'm not getting the definition yet. Yes, Dinesh Prabhu, almost close.
Mataji, it is willingness to prevent harm or any kind of damage to a devotee. Out of lenience or forgiveness, the spiritual master extends mercy.
It's a gift from Krishna. It's a gift from
forgiveness.
Pity, Mataji, pity, showing pity and sparing them from some
mercy.
Mataji, forgiveness and grace, Mataji.
Mataji, blessing of
prevention of harm to a or damage to a pure devotee. That is it.
Okay, let's wait. Anupam Mataji, yes.
Grace, something which comes by grace of higher authority.
Yeah, why is that grace? Almost close. Grace. How is that grace coming?
Blessing.
Through spiritual master.
Okay.
It's a reward, Mataji, reward.
Reward. Okay. Wait. Do we deserve that reward? Or do we deserve that compassion or whatever all you all said? That service?
No, Mataji.
Without deserving it, you get it. Like you don't deserve it. Okay, just imagine like, what do you say? How do you say you're deserving it? You're not qualified. Okay, just take that word. You're not qualified. Okay, and there is some Bhagavatam class happening, and you got an opportunity to take the class. Or your Shiksha Guru says, take the class. You know you're not qualified. You know you don't deserve it. But that mercy comes. That is mercy. Mercy means that compassion comes. Without deserving, without being qualified, some opportunity comes. It might be service, some whatever it is in spiritual life. This is called mercy. Even though not qualified, even though not deserving, we get that opportunity or that service. Yeah, without any cause. Very good. Sachin
So
Prabhu says, without any
unexpectable
cause.
blessings, Mataji. Unexpectable blessings.
It's unexpected. It's definitely unexpected, and that's costless. Okay, so that comes costless mercy. It is said costless mercy.
It is called
Yes,
Satam
we will ask.
Krupa.
Huh?
Satam Krupa.
Satam Kripa, Mahat Seva, Satam Kripa. Very good. So that is what we need actually in this moment. And that's possible by, the answer is there only, Mahat Seva. When you do nice service to Srila Prabhupada's mission, so many ways you can serve Srila Prabhupada's mission. No? So when you sincerely do it, what happens? That mercy, that Kripa will start flowing. And once that mercy comes, then we don't have to turn back. I mean, we will, but Krishna can withdraw that mercy at any time. That can be done. So it is said Arjuna was empowered so much before the battle of Kurukshetra. But immediately after the battle, all that power was gone. Because the mission is done. The mission is already done, or he killed all the Kauravas. Everything is done. So Krishna took away all that power. It's like, so mercy will come, but sometimes Krishna will take it away. But that happens when we do offense, without mercy goes. But then otherwise, the mercy is undeserved or unqualified person getting that opportunity. That Satam Kripa, that Kripa, that costless mercy, it is said, without any cost. You didn't do anything, but still you get that opportunity. Now, might be we have done some Ajnana Sukriti in previous life. That's because of the compassionate nature of the Guru, that mercy comes. So we are begging for that mercy. We Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Koreyadase Trinapeka Adihina. I am like lower than the blade of grass, but Gurudev, your mercy. Karuna na hoibe kandiya kandiya. So if there is no mercy coming from the Guru, then we are nothing. Tumara karuna sara. So it's only because of your costless mercy. We always say Prabhupada's costless mercy. Why? Because we didn't do anything great to Prabhupada. You see all Prabhupada's disciples, how hard they work. Even they are in 70s, it's unimaginable the way Prabhupada's disciples are still preaching for him. What did we do? Did we do anything great for Prabhupada? We are still, but still the mercy is there, no? Srila Prabhupada has given us the holy name. He's given us the shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, gave nice association of devotees. All this is because of Srila Prabhupada. This is called mercy. This is Prabhupada's mercy on us. That is, we are not deserving, but Prabhupada gave it to us. What is it? We don't deserve it. We are not qualified, but still Prabhupada gave it. This is mercy. So what should we do? We should always, when in Mangalarati or whenever we take darshan of the Lord, we should thank the Lord for this costless mercy. It's because of the Guru we got it, but Krishna also sanctioned it. No, unless Krishna, Guru Krishna Kripai Pai Bhaktilita Page. So Krishna, thank you for, even though I don't deserve it, I'm not qualified it, you still gave it to me. So here, Narad Muni is coming and giving that costless mercy to Vyasdev. Yeah, costless mercy. Okay, and then even though he have written everything, because we know that he didn't mention about devotional service or Krishna or his devotees, he is not able to be happy. He is not satisfied, or he is not happy. So here, when Narad Muni came, tam abhijnaya sahasa pratyutaya gadam muni pujayam asavitivan Naradam Surapujitam. Said the auspicious arrival of Sri Narada, Shri Vyasdev got up respectfully and worshipped him, giving him veneration equal to that given to Brahmaji, the creator. He didn't have to do it, but then he is showing that by example, then how we should welcome our spiritual master, Sanasaracharya. Okay, so in the picture also you can see how Mrigari getting delivered, and then here the Shukracharya didn't do the right purpose of a guru, but so Bali Maharaj rejected him, Shukracharya. Right. So, but otherwise, Krishna is very, very dear to the devotees, and he comes through his as spiritual master. So here, even though Krishna is the Lord himself, but then he respected his guru, that is Narada. So our real dharma is to give paro dharma. Yado bhaktir atokshite, and yayatma supras. This is the only one will satisfy the self. But since Vyasdev didn't do this, he is not satisfied. Vyasdev is showing us he could have written Bhagavatam before itself, but he's showing us the example with the example that unless you read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and all, we will not be happy. Okay, so once one devotee called and asked, "Are you teaching Vedas in ISKCON Mangalore? All the Vedas? No, I want to read, study Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda." But Vedesha Sarve Rahame, the purpose of studying Vedas is to know Krishna, and Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita is enough to read, to understand about Krishna. This only we can't finish reading. Prabhupada has given enough and more for us, no, to understand Krishna, and that is enough. That will completely satisfy the self. If it's not satisfying, we'll go to all other type of literatures. But this is enough actually to satisfy the self. And so Vyasadeva is showing by personal example that even though he is Veda Vyas, who have Vedanta Krit Veda Videvasha, he have written all the scriptures, and he is showing us an example that unless you read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we cannot be happy. So Vyasadeva is reflecting, or he is saying that Kimva Bhagavata Dharma na Prayena Nirupita. Bhagavad Dharma is explained different sections of Bhagavatam. There were discussion between Maharaj Nimi and the Navayogendras, Prahlad Maharaj's prayers, Chitraketu Maharaj's prayer, Lord Rishabhadev's teaching, Yamaraj explaining Bhagavad Dharma to the Yamadutas. So all this is Bhagavad Dharma, and Priya Paramahamsana. Eva hi Achyuta Priya. Such Bhagavatam is very, very dear to pure devotees as well as to the lords. So when we chant Prahlad prayers, Kunti Stuti, Rishabhadev's prayers, all this, Krishna comes personally to hear. What does Krishna say to Narad Muni where he is residing? And Narad Muni asked Krishna, "Where are you residing, Krishna?" What did Narad Muni say? Yes, Mataji.
Naham vasami vaikunte, naham hridayeshu va, tatra gayanti madbhakta, tatra tishtami Naradha.
So that means wherever pure devotees glorify, Krishna is there. He will not be in Vaikunta, he will not be in the heart of a yogi. Okay, Naham Tishtani Vaikunta, Yoginam Hridayeshu va, Yatra Gayanti, Tatra Tishtani Narada, Yatra Gayanti Madbhakta. Wherever Krishna's devotees are glorifying Krishna, there Krishna is. That means wherever Bhagavatam discourse happens, when we discuss about pure devotees, Krishna comes to hear. That's why in Mangalarati we do Guru Ashtaka. We are glorifying pure devotee in front of Krishna. Krishna comes to hear about a pure devotee. Krishna likes, in every temple you've seen, the altar and Prabhupada will be facing to each other. So Prabhupada sees the darshan. Or when you take a small TT of Srila Prabhupada to circumambulate the temple and then go for Guru Puja, before that, the Pujari takes small Prabhupada and show the deities. Prabhupada wants to see how well the deities are dressed. No? So Prabhupada, and also circumambulation. So once the Pujari took a small Prabhupada, and after giving Charanamrit and Chandan and all, 3 times we go around the temple, the altar. So devotees follow. We're supposed to do. So once we're going through, and behind the altar, it's little dark. That's where our DT kitchen is. There is also DT's dressing room. So through that, there's a narrow passage where we can come around. So in front, the temple is nicely lighted and everything. And behind, it was so pitch dark. And we all were going through that. And we finished 3 rounds and we finished Guru Puja and all. So one senior Vaishnava said, "Why it is so dark there? You could have put lights there, no? Why do we think Srila Prabhupada is circumambulating the temple? Not just doing parikrama. He is coming to see how neat the temple is. He is coming to see how the service is happening around the temple. Like you can, when you walk, you can see the DT dressing room, how neatly it is kept. The grocery room is there, ours, at the store. We have our DT kitchen, garland, everything is there. Everything can be seen. So Prabhupada is going around to see how clean it is. So the next day, we cleaned the whole area and the whole lights were all on, and the devotee was very happy and satisfied. But till now, we didn't know that Prabhupada is actually coming around to see the temple. He's there. That means he's there in the Murti. He's coming to see how clean the temple is. So that means when pure devotee comes, Krishna also comes. So Krishna also is there. And so it's very, very, that's why Srila Prabhupada, how he's teaching us these Bhagavad Dharma. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I have that slope where it says na that that where does Naradas where does Krishna
You're
reside?
not clear. I can't hear you.
Mataji, I just wanted to know the slope from where that is the that
I
where
don't know the
Krishna.
reference. I'll let you know. Don't know the reference. Naham Tishtani Vaikunta. It might be just Google it. Oh, it's there in Bhagavatam only. 4th canto, 30th chapter, verse number. No. This is from mostly what happens, Prabhupada writes it in purports. Mostly, if it's not a verse, Prabhupada writes in the purport. That means it would have been from any Puranas Prabhupada have written from the if it's into the in the purport. If it's not yeah. Yeah. So I think Prabhupada didn't write the reference as such, but Prabhupada has just given in the 4th canto, 30th chapter, verse number 35. Here he says, in the purport he says, you can see. So Prabhupada says, as the Supreme Lord confirms, Naham Tishtani Vaikunte Yoginam Hridayeshu va Tatra Tishtami Narada Yatra Gayandi Bhakta. My dear Narada, actually I do not reside in my abode Vaikuntha, nor I reside in the heart of the yogis. But I reside in that place where my pure devotees chant my holy name and discuss my form, qualities, and pastime. Because the presence of the Lord in the form of transient vibration, he is not given the reference as such. But whenever Prabhupada writes something, definitely there will be a Vedic reference. But normally he writes here if it's from a Puranas or anything. But here he didn't quote the reference. But yes, now we can see it's in Prabhupada's purport. Yes, anyone else know the reference?
Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. It is mentioned here that is a conversation between Lord Vishnu and Sage Narada. At the advent of Kali Yuga, it is believed that the Lord Supreme was asked by Sage Narada of the simplest sadhana which will help the ordinary people realize the Lord Supreme easily. To dispel doubts, the Lord himself pronounced that in Kali Yuga he would not reside in Vaikuntha, the celestial abode, or in the sun, or in the hearts of great devotees.
Which scripture is it given? Which scripture it is? Yes, it's a discussion between Krishna and Narada. But where is which scripture it's coming from? It's not given, no?
This is not
It is in Padma Purana, Mataji. Padma
Padma
Purana.
Puran? Okay.
6.92.21.
Yeah, very nice.
6.92.21.
That means Prabhupada quotes, see, you don't have to read the Puranas also. Prabhupada has given everything to us in a capsule form, no? Just have to drink it. So otherwise it would have taken a lot of time for us to take from here, but Prabhupada have given. So it's Padma Purana, yes, very nice. So there it is said, where Krishna resides. That's why Srila Prabhupada always say, there should be Nityam Bhagavata Seva, Bhagavatam reading in every temple. So we see that Krishna is there. We don't let, what Mataji was saying, that we don't let Krishna go. No, when any festival happens and we'll say, Krishna, no, Radhashtami is coming. Then Krishna is like, okay, now I'll go. No, Janmashtami is coming. No, before that Balram Purnima. No, after that Gaur Purnima. And like every festival we celebrate, we see that Krishna, don't go, be here. But then just by reading Bhagavatam, Krishna is always there. Yatra Nishtani Narada, Tatra Gayandi Matpakta. Wherever my devotees discuss, and what are we discussing? We are discussing Srila Prabhupada's purport, who's a pure devotee. No, we are not discussing anything which is made by ourselves. It's the scriptures as it is given by the Acharya. So there Krishna also comes and sits. Krishna likes to hear about his pure devotees also. So outcome of Srila Vyasdev's despondency, or why was he sad, is mainly because he could not write about the Supreme Personality Godhead, his activities or Bhakti Yoga, or about his devotees. He could not write about the Lord, or that's mainly he could not describe Bhakti Yoga. And despondency of Arjuna, okay, there again he was not able to discriminate what is right and wrong of his duty. And there were so many 5 reasons, no, out of compassion, no enjoyment, then family traditions will be lost, sin, no indecision, so many problems Arjuna also had. There you can see Vyasdev's despondency. Narad Muni came as an Acharya. For Arjuna, Krishna himself came as a guru. And also for Devahuti, her son. Who's that?
Kapil Muni.
Kapila Dev himself came as the spiritual
Son.
master for Devahuti as a son. And then Yudhishthira Maharaj, Bhishma Dev helped later on. You can see after the Sharashaya, he was there, and then Yudhishthira Maharaj accepted the words from Bhishma Dev. So Lord will put his own devotee into bewilderment so that something would come out for the welfare of people in general. In general, because Arjuna was put into bewilderment, what happens? Bhagavad Gita came. So because Vyasdev is in despondency, Bhagavatam is going to come. And then Kapila Dev gave what?
Sankhya philosophy.
Sankhya philosophy.
Philosophy. And Bhishma Dev gave what?
Vishnu
Sahasranam.
Vishnu Sahasranama, very good. And also Bhishma Suti is also there. So these are all for us, welfare for us. So that's why pure devotees are sometimes put into bewilderment. That's mainly because for the welfare of people in general. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Anything to add or any other questions on this chapter? No sloka to memorize in this chapter?
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
So next week, are you all ready for the exam? 5th. I've already given a lot of time. June 5th will be exam, okay? 7th is Pandav Nirjala Ekadashi. So before that, we'll finish. So ready for 5th? Okay, theory exam on 5th, closed book. Because no sloka now, we'll just quickly finish and then 12th we can start chapter 6. We have to finish fast because for chapter 10 or 11, 10, another batch is waiting for you. Now they're doing presentations. So they're waiting so that's to club with you all. And then we have to finish fast that. Okay. So in case someone is traveling, in case you're not able to write, we'll see. We'll give some other slot later, but not now. But now by June 5th, we'll finish chapter 4. Okay. Sometimes not all slokas will be covered because 18,000 slokas to be covered is not easy. So in your Bhakti Vriksha group, you can discuss. Okay. And some of them have joined from other batches. If you already written exam, then no problem. You don't have to come and write here. Okay. I can collect the data from other teachers. Okay, any other questions? So we can go to chapter 5 later. Next week. Yes, Supriti Mataji.
Mataji, few people have not recorded their attendance, Mataji.
Oh, why?
Some around
please
4,
record the attendance.
Yeah. 4 responses.
Okay.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna. Actually,
Mataji,
I
how is Namnishta Das Prabhuji?
Yeah, he's better. He got a plaster and a like it's all been tied up now. He's in rest. Now he's saying that 21 days the plaster has to be there and a sling. So he's saying that it's better. Krishna is giving him a lot of time to read and chant. Now he's in complete rest now because it's a right hand. Should be a little careful, but now better. Pain is less. It's just minute fracture, small in the elbow. It's not much, just very small. So in Narasimha they've actually protected, not much to be worried. So, but proper rest should be there, unless otherwise it will not heal. So he should be in the proper rest. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji, want to ask something?
Yes, Mataji, I needed, while I was reading his second canto, I saw that the many rishis and came out, like the Shapta rishis came out, and
the second canto we'll discuss later. Just now you discuss about this chapter. Otherwise, devotees will get confused. You having network issue?
Mataji?
Yeah,
in
Lakshmi,
the discussions topics, right, Mataji? There we have a topic as overlapping of the 28th round of the 4 millenniums. So what does that mean, Mataji?
The
overlapping of?
Yeah. Yes, for the after
of the 28th round of the 4 millenniums.
No, that's the 27 Manus, no? The different I'm not sure which you're talking about.
Mataji, the one
at the end of this
instead
4th chapter, it is there, Mataji. End of the 4th chapter, Bhakti Vaibav. we have that, Mataji.
Mataji, the question is from we had a Satya Yug, then we should have a Dwapar Yug. No, but we are having Trita Yug. So why?
Is
Why
that
not?
the question?
Yes, why it's overlapping? It should be Dwapar Yug, but it came Trita Yug. So there's an overlap.
Yeah, that's because, that's because of Ahalya. Lord Ramchandramurti had saw that Ahalya became a stone, right? And then she wanted to get delivered. And that's possible only by Lord Ram. So her intense tapasya was so high that Lord changed the yugas. In the sense, after Satyuga, Dwapar should have come, but then he changed to Treta first. Why? Only in Treta Yuga, the Lord Ram could come and deliver Ahalya. So it seems because of her intense tapasya, even the overlapping of the yugas happened, and then she got delivered, and then Dwapar Yuga came. Only short answers, detailed answer type. See, it's not coming from the question bank. What happened? Devotees, they come well prepared, the question bank, discuss among themselves, and same answers we saw in different answer papers, and not about your batch, some other batch. Then what happened? It says that question paper is just for your reference, but you should go through the purpose, and the question paper is set little hard, I know, because many devotees were saying it's a hard paper, with tough paper, but the correction is very liberal. So this is to make you read Prabhupada's purports. Otherwise, what happens, we have seen, you just take the questions from the question bank and read only that. Find out the answer. And that also some devotees will not do. They want other devotees to do it and share the answer paper and just mug it up and vomit in the exam. Now, so that's why paper is set in such a way that it's through the purports. You have to read through the purports and understand.
Mataji, for third chapter, they had asked from Bhakti Shastri, Mataji.
What, which question?
For reference, they had asked from Bhakti Shastri, but I think only few were able to quote. Many of us we could not quote.
Some
And
verses.
the answers are quite big, Mataji.
Verses. Big answers you can write short, briefly you can write. Just short you can write, because it might be, some are from form of 5 marks, some will be 2 or 3 marks.
The question itself will have 4 parts, Mataji. We can't
sometimes. See, I can't help now. I'm not setting the question paper. So the question paper is, we all have, like, the teachers have the common presentations, PPTs, and also the question papers in the drive. We just take from it and put. So the paper is set by some other devotee. So we can't help. Only thing is, you have to come prepared. Okay.
But
So
not only from purpose, sometimes they are so applied, they require knowledge beyond the chapter also. That is what happened in chapter 3.
Okay, because most of you are attending already Bhagavatam classes, so you already know a little bit of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, not like you're fresh to Bhagavatam and you just started reading. So you already know. So there might be like whatever you know, you're right. You don't have to be completely worried that we are not able to write. See, as I told you, this is just less marks. A closed book is not having maximum scorage. You have to be scared, not scared, a little bit worried about the presentations which you are going to do at the end of the Canto 1. Okay, that carries more marks. So concentrate on that closed book, study and come prepared. Okay, but don't be more worried and tensed about it. The main purpose should be to understand the Bhagavatam and get knowledge. Marks are secondary.
Could we allotted the topics for making presentation at this stage so that we can...
No, itself, no, because it's chapter wise, unless I feel you need little more time to give. Anyway, 19 chapters are there. So after 10th chapter only, the questions will be put. Now the batch, it's already 10 chapters are done. So they're given the presentations. Yeah, after 10th chapter we'll do.
Mataji,
yes.
you had told about that overlapping of yugas happened. So to gain knowledge, where can I refer that, Mataji?
That reference, I don't know. I've heard from a Vaishnava. Because normally Guru Sadhu Shastra we say. So I heard from a Guru, my Shiksha Guru, that this overlapping happened. But I don't know the reference.
Okay,
no,
Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Vanchakalpadharabhasya, Kripasindu Vaishnavi.